Hello, another day, another attempt at drawing, and every day is a new attempt. I've been trying to do a good bit of drawing lately because we're stuck at home and I'm away from the studio where I usually do my oils. So I've been looking at my drawing skills, which have been so bad, so unpracticed. And that's the main thing. If you don't practice it, it's really hard. It just got so rusty. So yesterday I really decided I've got to go back to basics and start drawing something from life, from photographs, just to kind of hone up those skills, because if I try then to work from imagination, my attempts are just so terrible. If I'm trying to conjure up a figure of an imaginary man out of my head, it's just bad. Maybe I should show you some of the bad results. But anyway, I started yesterday just drawing some things that I'd taken on, for photos I'd taken on my phone, of my dog, of a monkey from the television. And I'm going to do that every day now. Try and do it. But today, after I show you a couple of these attempts, today I'm going to work with the brush and ink and do some drawing, some abstract drawing, which, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Probably you'll only get to see the results of the ones that do work. But that's where we're at. Here is a sketchbook page from yesterday where I was attempting to draw my dog from a photograph that I'd taken at the top of the stairs. It was a good start. It wasn't too bad, actually. So today I've got another sketchbook and some earlier attempts. Stay at home for at least 12 weeks. My sketchbooks are messy. The messier the better. A blot on the landscape. Symmetry always. This thing here says, lucky to be part of it. Clarity, gratitude. Drawing in quarantine. And this one, which was an abstract attempt with some geometric shapes and some mark making attempts. Going to be lots of mark making here. So here I've got some black ink, in this case acrylic artist's ink, and I've got some brushes. 3 of them are like traditional Chinese brushes. Cheap enough, they'll do. This one has a dropper. Let's be really daring here and start with a few random drops. This may not work, folks. The only thing I can say is, if it doesn't work, you probably won't see the results. But this is fun. I mean, sometimes the more risks you take, the more fun you can have.
Looking at this now in playback, I should have stopped just before that. This drawing, maybe I could have got something with it, but I'm deciding to reject it. Move on to the next one. It's a warm-up exercise. Chalk it down to experience. This is what's known as a dry brush technique. It's very useful and it can be very expressive. If you think about it, there are as many ways to draw as there are people who do drawing. What I'm trying to say is that you can invent your own method, and the only purpose of doing it is to express who you are, in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, copying has a place. It's great for learning, really useful, but as an expressive art form, some would argue, I would argue, that it lost most of its use around about the mid-19th century, the 1840s, with the invention of photography. The function of art changed a bit around then. The aim would be for me to quickly reach your own form of expression. Why quickly? Because life is very short. What I'm doing here is an experimental drawing like most of the ones I do, and I may have started out wanting it to look like Jackson Pollock or something like that. It would probably suit my concept about it, but in fact it probably looks more like Velasquez or something. I should be so lucky. But anyway, it's more in that style or that spirit. I found the paper here a bit disappointing. The ink was soaking through to the other side, but so I'm using a dip pen here just to put in some fine lines. You'll also see me using a Rotring art pen with a cartridge. I'd rather do 50 experiments where maybe 30 of them fail than one copy of something else. You get more satisfaction, but that's just me.